Hey, what's up you guys, it's IAmTheLionRider, and today I am proud to announce that the Safari Pack Beta has officially been released by the time this video goes out. So for context, last week I was participating in Cangothon 2021. So this was a charity live stream and fundraiser for the Congo Wildlife Ranch in South Africa, and was kind of brought upon by Paulsley, pretty popular content creator and fellow Planet Zoo creator as well. And he has been trying to raise money for Congo Ranch. And so on my live stream on Thursday, I basically said, listen, if we get all of the money that we are asking for, I will release a good portion of the Safari Pack. And you know what? We reached the goal. So I am hoping that you guys enjoy what I have provided. So this isn't the full pack. The full pack is still being planned to release at a later date. But I'll be honest, I gave you a pretty healthy chunk of the pack. So I was a bit generous with the amount of props I gave you. So to find what you need to, you can just type in Safari in the search bar, or if you go to filters, you can go to themes. They are both in the modded theme or Safari Pack theme, so you can look at there. And they all have this little Africa icon, so you can definitely distinguish them from the normal base game items, just so that you don't get confused with any of them. But as you can see, there's a good portion of the Safari Pack available, so you're going to have access to a ton. So I thought I would spend today's video kind of just showcasing what you will have at your disposal if you download the map. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get started. So the first part of the Safari Pack that you will have access to is the Safari font. So the Safari font is a full alphabet of basically this kind of Jurassic Park / African kind of font that has kind of like a basically cutout of in the center of them. So as you can see, I use them with this little sign right here, and it works really well. It is flexi-color, so you can, select all of the letters and change them to whatever color you'd like. It doesn't really matter. And they work very similar to the existing Noto font pieces or Boogaloo font pieces. So I hope you guys enjoy that. So that is the first part. Next up, this is the only dead animal that you're going to get in the beta version of this pack. All the taxidermy and stuff I'm saving for the final release. But you will be getting the water buffalo ribcage and skull objects. So you can definitely enjoy these. These are going to be great for lion habitats, hyena habitats, whatever. Just decoration around your zoos or something. That'd be awesome. Now, my favorite thing that I have in the pack that I'm sure is going to be all of your favorite pieces is the stick fencing. So you have a bunch of stick fences. They are flexi color, so that is awesome. I love these little thin sticks. You're going to have a ton of options, especially these really thin, small pieces. They're going to be so useful. I hope you guys enjoy them. Again, all of the colliders are a little bit finicky, but I tried my best to make them as reasonable as possible so you can kind of get them if you just click the center. So hopefully it's not too crazy. Next up, we have the two Africa signs. So we have the topographical map, which I have here, or your kind of traditional African map, depending on what you want. I've had a few people say this is a little too realistic for their liking. It's an option. If you don't like it, totally it's totally okay. But you definitely have that option. So if you want, you can have this kind of realistic map or the traditional map. So you also have access to the shutters. So these shutters are going to work really well alongside the base game shutters. And it's just a couple of new animals. Or 4 new animals to be exact. So there's the giraffe, the cheetah, the elephant, and the ostrich. So that is very exciting. I hope you guys enjoy them. I've done all of the art for this pack, so if you don't like any of the artwork, you can definitely flag me, because it's all mine. Here are the the zebra statues, but also we have the giraffe statues. So you have a bunch of statue options. So this giraffe statue is great if you want to have your guests kind of walk underneath a giraffe or something. That's an option. This statue is based off the Dallas Zoo giraffe statue. It looks really nice in my opinion. And then we have a ton of different elephant statues. So as you can see, this is kind of my favorite, but we have a bunch of other options. You have this one, which is kind of your standard elephant pose or whatever. You have this one, which is like a basic default elephant. There's nothing crazy about it at all. And then you also have the two heads. So you have a normal head and a head with a tusk missing. So you have great options if you want to make a nice design for your elephant house or something of that nature. These are all awesome options. So next up, you have full access to the entire Congo animal sign collection. So these are all made by me, and you have access to a bunch of different signs. I actually kind of showcase them a little bit over here. So I've made kind of a little like photography style display, and here is the okapi, the chimpanzee, the female and baby gorilla, and the red river hog. But we also have the mandrill, the mountain gorilla male, the colobus monkey, the African forest elephant, and the bongo. So you definitely have a ton of options here. Hopefully you can find one or maybe multiple animals that you like. That could be really cool for some signage. Next up, you also have, of course, the Congo Mural. So the Congo Mural is a full mural set, very similar to the Glacier or the River/Amazon ones that are currently in the game already. And I think it looks really nice. It is tileable, so if you just select one, you can copy it, and as you can see, it is a seamless texture. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. So next up, we have the decals. So these decals I love. They're probably my favorite thing. So these are very common in zoos. You have these kind of bird decals that are right here, and they work really well on glass or something of that nature. And then similarly, we have the paw print, which I think it just makes for a great thing for several reasons. You could do some cool little pathways using this. You could just decorate your signage and stuff. I think it's just a really good little decal that you can have all over your builds. Next up, we have the egg set. So this is kind of one of the only naturalistic things in this pack, but here you go. So here are the eggs. So the eggs are all flexi-color, and they come in different sizes, so you can definitely pick and choose which ones you want. You can always remove the patterning on any of the eggs by just clearing them out in the flexi-color channel. And then, of course, you can just change the color to anything you want. So if you want like kind of like a brownish egg, that is totally an option. You can do, you know, any color of egg or thing. I made the pattern specifically kind of vague so that you can have it for different types of birds and stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. I also think they may light up at night. I'm not totally sure. But next up, we have the flagstone set. So I love the flagstone. It is probably one of my favorite pieces from this pack. So it is a full-on wall set. It is flexi-color, so you know, that is always awesome. And as you can see, you have a ton of options. You can make it like a really light color or a super dark, you know, kind of like mossy color. Or you could make it different colors depending on whatever you want. So awesome. I really love this set. I hope you guys enjoy it. I made a little example here of how you can maybe use it to decorate your paths and stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. So next up, we have the gravel set. So as you can see here, I have used a ton of gravel, and I used a gravel path. So this is the path, this is the item. As you can see, you can barely even notice that it's like, you know, a difference. So maybe you want to cover up a path or something, you absolutely could. So I always like to do stuff like this, like, oh, how am I going to cover this up? Well, you'd go into your construction tab, you'd find a nice gravel thing, and then you can kind of start covering it up the best you can. So a bunch of different you have all the basic like kind of mulch shapes essentially, so you can definitely find some that can work for your needs. But my all-time favorite thing are the next set, which is the kopi rocks. So the kopi rocks are awesome. They may get a texture upgrade resolution in the future, but for now, hopefully the shapes and stuff work for you guys. But you have a bunch of rocks. They are all flexi-color, because why would I not make them flexi-color for you? So hopefully you guys enjoy them, because I really like these things. We never had any big round rocks in the game, so these are just really, really nice. So hopefully those are good. So to round out the kind of statue options, there are a handful of other statues. So we have the black and white rhino statues. So these are flexi-color as well, and they are metal, so they kind of reflect differently than the concrete equivalents like the elephant and giraffe and stuff. And you also have the cheetah, which again, related to Congo, very much works really well. So maybe you want to make your own cheetah wildlife reserve or something. So these statues go great for that. So hopefully you guys enjoy those. So we have two more wall sets essentially. We have the Savannah mural, which very similar to the Congo mural, works great. It's very seamless. It works awesome. As you can see, the gazelles line up. It looks really, really nice. And there's a full set of that. And then finally, the last thing